Okay, so by now, this is like day 4 of circles. So you pretty much know what you're doing. This video is just in case you get stuck, or a good place to check and make sure you're doing it right before you do too much work. It says the diagram below models the length of the center of a wind turbine to the top of one of its blades. If you don't know what a wind turbine is, change that word to Google face. It really doesn't matter. It's a circle, right? So with circles, you're either going to find the circumference or the area. So number 1 says, using the wind turbine above, what is the distance the tip of the blade travels in one rotation? So rotation is going around. If we talk about the tip of the blade, that's out here, and it's going around, and we're talking about the distance it travels, that's not square meters, right? It's circumference. So you're going to start with the circumference formula. Now I like C equals pi d. You can use the other one if you like, especially since this number is not the diameter, is it? Diameter goes all the way across. That number, 32, is the radius. So if 32 is the radius, what is the diameter? Whatever you get for here goes in for diameter. And then you're going to multiply for the answer. Number 2, using the wind turbine above, which of this is closest to the total area covered by the blade when the wind turbine makes one revolution? It says area, so you need the area formula. And this time you're going to use 32 because 32 is the radius. Now don't forget, 32 squared is 32 times 32. Hit pause and finish that. As you can see, there's no decimals in the answer. You might try to solve it with 3 for pi instead of 3.14. Number 3 says, at the scene of a crime, the police put tape to protect the crime scene. How much tape do they need if the circular crime scene sectioned off has a diameter of 24? Circular crime scene, diameter of 24. When police put a tape out, are they putting it around the edge or are they covering it? They're just putting it around the edge so people don't come in, right? So that is circumference. And 24 is your diameter. Okay, number 4 says to use the ruler to measure the diameter of the coin shown below to the nearest tenth of a centimeter. And then it wants you to find the circumference. So first we have to pull out our reference chart. So make sure your ruler is the centimeter ruler. And you're not going to be able to be perfect on this. So measure it. It's going to be 3 and a little more lines. And that is going to be the diameter. So, oops. So when you write circumference, the number you get on your ruler, which is going to be around here somewhere, is going to go in for D. Number 5, Justine has a circular garden that is 8 feet across. Topsoil is sold for $2.50 per square foot. How much will Justine spend on topsoil? So first you have to know how many square feet she's going to buy. If it's square feet, it's area. Now, if there is no picture, you need to draw a picture. Oops. 8 feet across. What is pi? Or, I'm sorry, what is radius? If the diameter is 8, the radius is 4. And you have done this problem with these numbers a million times. So if you have this somewhere else, you can copy your answer from it or go ahead and calculate. Okay, so you get 50.24 and you see the answer here and you get so excited because you've worked so hard to get that number. But that is 50.24 feet squared. This says $50.24. Is that the same? No. The question says topsoil is sold for $2.50 per square foot. How much will Justine spend on topsoil? You're going to need to multiply $50.24 square feet times $2.50. You might even just multiply 50 times $2.50. That will probably get you close enough to the answer, and maybe you've even figured out the answer already. Number 6 says a circular picture has a radius of 4.5 feet. I'm going to write that down right now before I forget. It's a big picture. Amanda is putting metal around the outer edge of the picture. If Amanda has exactly the correct amount of metal, what is the length of a piece of metal in feet? Around the outer edge, you're talking circumference. Now I like to use pi d, which means I'm going to have to multiply my radius times 2. If you don't do that, you have to use c equals 2 pi r. Same answer either way. Number 7 is fun. If the circumference of a circle is 50.24, what is the diameter? You're going to need to start with the formula for circumference. Put the numbers you know where they go, and then you're going to solve this equation for D. Now this is 3.14 times D. What's the opposite of times? Divide. So you're going to divide both sides by 3.14. That will give you diameter. Number 8 says the diameter of a wheel is 20 inches. Find the approximate area of the wheel. See how all these numbers are whole numbers? You might try it just with 3 and see if you get close enough. Here, I'm going to write 3 parentheses. That way we don't get confused. So 3. What is the radius? If the diameter is 20, the radius is, yep, 10. Number 9 says Stacy is decorating a hat box shown below. She wants to cover the top part in purple leather. The leather costs 55 cents per square inch. How much will it cost Stacy to cover the top? So first, your keyword is cover. That means area. 6 is going to be your radius. Six times 6. And now when you get this answer, you're going to multiply that times 55 cents per square foot, or inch, sorry.